Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
As it is always vital to the future of you all. I would not get on the interwebs and take up your bandwidth if I did not have communications vital to the future of you all. No, we may disagree. We may disagree on what's vital to the future of you all. That's a fair thing. That might happen. I may think my passing thoughts and farts, other things that are vital to the future of you all. You never know when they can come in handy. Or maybe not. I don't know. Sainix is here, and Robbie Bottom. Hey, how you doing, my good sir? Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. How is everybody? Let's go, Brandon. Hashtag Let's Go, Brandon. So I was just thinking about that, and Let's Go, Brandon is the exact reason why totalitarian regimes have to be totalitarian. Like this, half-ass shit which they're doing in America right now, just isn't gonna work. Because when people are able to congregate at a sporting event and cheer together, right, and know that they can do it with impunity, they can say, "Let's go, Brandon," or what they were really saying, right? Then they will, if they want. But because they've been very strict about controlling the narrative. But this is just like they can't control, right? This is just something. I think that's why it went so crazy. Well, listen, Ed, that's why I put Harley Quinn there. I should find out the name of that cosplayer. She's freaking gorgeous. Here, let me see. I got a couple of shots of her. I'm going to use for my. Where is it? I mean, there. Okay, now, this is a derailment, but I think it's a worthy one. Here it is. I think her name is on these pictures. So, but I'm using her on the thumbnail for my Saturday show. That was the week that was. Yeah, is her name on it? No. Oh man, but man, she's smoking. Here, I'll show you. I'll find out her name for that. But so, she's just smoking hot, right? She's freaking gorgeous. That's her name. Andra Star. ANDRASTA. Andra Star. So yes, I'm either going to have that pose with her on the desk of the news desk, because I have a news desk on the thumbnail. So it's like, which is going to be on that. I don't know which is sexier. They're both pretty darn sexy. But I do like going for the Halloween thing. We can do one this week, one next week. Really. Hey, look, I'm making a dance. You only get the finest stuff here. I think maybe that one's sexier. Yeah, I think that's sexier. Anyway, I digress. I'll come back to it when I get to the chat. But Andra Star, that is her name. Yes, gorgeous, isn't she? Oh my God. And very good Harley Quinn she is too. So yeah, what's going on? I was just thinking, because unless you have a total control, right, and total monitoring, which they're moving to, but in America, unless you have that, you're not going to be able to stop popular dissent, right? And you want to stop popular dissent because popular dissent may lead to popular revolution, right? It's really weird. This is kind of a revolution, but then they just haven't told you. It's like, this is just. It was like kind of a coup, with with just everybody, like the media and government, and everyone just working together. Social media, like, we're going to say no. Don't believe your lying eyes. I think let's go, Brandon. Right? You can only say don't believe your lying eyes if you can say it to everything. I think so. I think this half-ass ship ain't gonna fly, mate. I think ain't gonna fly. So I think push may indeed come to shove. But I think the Let's Go Brandon thing is freaking them out. They do not like it at all. It kind of reminds me of what's that movie? Invictus. Which I really like that movie. It's got what's the name? Morgan Freeman playing Morgan Freeman, who is just like how's one person just speak so much sense? You're like, are you sure you're a movie star? And Denzel Washington. I mean, like, just speak so much sense, both of them, all the time. Denzel Washington especially. But you want to see a great Denzel Washington movie? Flight. Now that, wow. He is freaking awesome in that. And they have this effect sequence at the beginning, like 20-minute effect sequence of a commercial plane crashing. And it's done very well. It's very realistic. It's so you recognize all stuff with it. And the story just fascinating. He plays this like out of control drug and sex addict and alcoholic, right? Also a pilot, an incredibly good pilot, right? Am I going to spoil it for? Yeah, this is basically the story, right? They tell you in the trailer. So yeah, he's in a plane crash, right? And essentially, he saves the day, right? If it wasn't for him, everybody would be dead. But he does this insane, clever flying, and he flies the plane upside down. That's the bit where it's crashing, right? And there's a scene in it where, as it's coming down, it's like pull up, they fly it, and as it's coming down to crash, they turn the right way up. They're coming down to crash. The wing goes through the spire of a small church, right? And you just see him look at it in like slow mo, but it's not in slow motion, but it feels like it is like. And I don't know if you've ever had stuff like that go down, like real, like scary stuff go down. Things do get fast, right, or slow, as I say. Right, it's when you're adrenaline, right? That's just that. It was just that. That was incredible acting, right? The bit that like his way he was able to move his face. In that, like, and it wasn't special effects. It was very, very, very clever. But yeah, but basically, he saved everybody's life. But it was also, has lots of drugs and alcohol in his system as well. Doesn't look good, but it's all this politics, and it's his personal story through it, and where he is at the end is in a much better place. But it's not a pleasant way of getting there. But man, great movie, great going there. Who would I like to play in Doctor Who? I mean, you say the Master because it's kind of like obvious. He'll be a crazy Doctor, but no, I don't think there's a Doctor. Master is just too obvious. Who else? I'm looking around my action figures. Meddling monk, no. I'm trying to think. Who else? Who could he play? Who could they bring back? I mean, I don't know. Look at it. Zygon, no. I mean, like, why have him be as like that? See, that would just be weird. I don't know. For a minute, I was trying to think of him as Sutek, right? Compared to Denzel Washington playing Sutek the Destroyer. Man, that's crazy. I kind of want that. Wow. Yeah, that'd be kind of. I mean, it's very powerful. Yeah, no, I do like Denzel Washington. Flight. Anyway, we get to the chat. Thought it seemed a time when liberals were most resistant to authoritarians. Unfortunately, they were so preoccupied resisting authoritarians on the right, they ignored the ones on the left. Well, what really happened, I think, is the Occupy movement about 10 years ago, 10 years ago, which terrified. I didn't realize. It terrified the most important people in the world, and they basically said there's a guy in his desk, like Dog Bloater. You ever read Doctor Who magazine comic strip? He had a good recurring villain, Dog Bolter. It's like a giant frog man, evil businessman, capitalist, right? And he always smokes cigars. So I did him saying, it goes, introduce the phrase identity politics. Dun, dun, dun. And that's basically what I think what happened, right? I think they introduced identity politics because people started to realize that shit wasn't making sense and it could destabilize the reality, right? And not that I think the Occupy people were right, but they were right about some stuff. It got like squiffy very, very quickly. Dr. Alex, how you doing, sir? I listened to chapter 8. What was it? What was that called again? I can't remember the name of the chapter. What my goal is of that season 12. My goal is I want to finish off listening to season 12. If I can do it this week, that'll be great. But I just got the new Third Doctor thing I got to listen to. But if I can finish listening to this week, then I can do a review of it. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, that's not was it Kebua? Sobua. Sobua. Whatever else. It was a nice chapter. I liked it. It was a nice. I'm enjoying this. Okay, okay. Basically, if you want to know, I'm going to give you a quick review of Dr. Alex's season 12. It's a continuation of Doctor Who with a Doctor Who will be clearly played by Capaldi. Is he 12? Doesn't really matter. It's done very, very well, right? That first chapter, freaking work of excellence, I would say. Then it takes you off onto a journey. Now, what I like about it is feels very authentically the 12th Doctor, but it feels very much like a different voice speaking through the 12th Doctor. But it still feels very... So, I mean, I don't agree with all the creative choices. I don't agree with all the creative choices with anything, right? I'm not going to... But it's really good. I mean, I'm just really enjoying this continued Capaldi. Plus, it's a bit fanish. You got, like, Romana in it and K9, but Capaldi with K9 is so good. Right? He's just so good. And this Romana really works. Now, the book on tape version I'm listening to is Chabua. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Chabua. So the book on tape version, he reads it for you. With a nice little Doctor Who opening intro, and he has a femme fatale do the come in for the Romana parts. Very easy on the eye, very pretty lady. Okay, very very pretty lady, pretty good actress. You know, like okay, Romana. I don't hear the Romana. She's easy on the eye. She's easy on the eye. But however, the dialogue is written very, very authentically as Romana, so it really throws me off. So there is that. So anyway, so I do recommend. So I really want to finish season 12, which is Nocturnal season 12, I guess. Before he's launching season 13, the day George is coming out. I think he's going to put out an episode a week, which is good idea, quite exciting, and that's something I would like to support, right? Dave from LOB, I'm sorry there, I need a break. Well, I'm terribly sorry you're having a rough day there, Coleridge. How are you? Oh, well, look on the bright side. It's it'll all be over by Christmas. That's what the British say. Dunkirk spirit, they do I. Anyway. Did I get to remember that? Sadaka 24 is there. Vivek Swami did a book on that called Woke Inc. He said I do poll 8, the Occupy movement. Oh yeah, I don't know, I do movement from within, and the corporate heads probably watched it and took notes. Yeah. You know, Dan Jip will say. Sounds like Baron Greenback from Danger Mouse. Exactly like Baron Greenback from Danger Mouse. That's what Dog Bloater is. Exactly like Garrett. But yes, if you ever say, now I've got to find it for you. Bloody hell. Listen, the things I do. Was it one of the, let's go through. I got all the, a bunch of Doctor Who comic books on disc. That's it. Doctor Who Misk. No, Panini. That's it. Panini graphic novel. Let's have a look. We'll go for... it was in Tides of Time, but wasn't he also in the... he was drawn by John Ridgway in World Shaper. Not World Shapers. Voyager, is it? Maybe, yeah, Voyager. Let's start with Voyager. Okay, we'll do this. We'll go... Oh, it should just open up the right... okay, it's opened up the right piece of software already. Look at that. Well, let me share the screen. Well, yeah. So this Doctor, it's season 12. It's kind of like the reading a graphic novel. Doctor Who. You know, it's different, but feels. I mean, it's done when it's done well. It feels right. This is quite a good collection. Voyager, but here, Shapeshifter, right? This is the one where they introduced the dog. I think it's the other one I got to pull up. Much more in the Steve Dillon one. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is where they introduce Frobisher, freaking awesome companion, right? Okay, where is he? Okay, and he takes over. Basically, he's hired by Dog Bolter to capture the Doctor. Who there he is? Yeah. Baron Greenback. How do I zoom in? Must be a way. I don't know. That's basic. That's it. I think we'll see some more in a minute. No, nothing. Okay, fine. Forget it. I got to open up a different one. Here, wait. We'll have to look in Tides of Time. There you go. You can get all Doctor Who magazine's Davison comics in one trade, which is really nice. It's a good trade as well. I should do a review of it. Maybe if I have to, if I read it this Sabbath, I'll do a review of it. Tides of Time. Yeah, oh man, this set up a bunch of. I wish it had the Alan Moore strips in it. Okay, let's have a look. How do I get to the end though? No, not that. I don't. Oh, maybe I do. No. Oh, wait. This is doing something. Hang on. I'm not sure if you're getting it on your screen, but I'm getting it on mine. I'm getting all the thumbnails and everything opening up. I'm not sure what you're seeing. Man, this is really cool. Okay. This is crazy. Okay, fine. So let's say if I go over here, that'll be Polyglot. Okay. There you go. Look at me. Look at it. Steve Dillon artwork. Oh, freaking gorgeous. Let's do it one up instead, though. That's better. So this is Polyglot. All right. So this is where they introduced. Where do I go? Next page. It's. One second. Oh, here. It's looking for the control. 1 second. We'll get a bit of Dog Bolter. Look at that. I mean, he was like 16 then. His first, maybe 17, 18. He was young. He was probably about 16. There you go. That's Dog Bolter, moderator. So they brought him back occasionally in the comics. But there's great showdown between Davison. Oh, it's back here. Between Davison and Dog Bolter. Says, "Come on, name your price. How much would you have for the dollar?" He says, "Oh, I'll take half a pound of frog spawn." Bum bum bum. Yeah. So anyway. Good. Darren, how are you doing? How are you? Robbie Bonham, you are the first here. I'll say hello to you anyway. Saturday 24, Saturday. Kel Lynch, I hope your day is getting better. Give yourself something nice. Get yourself some, I don't know, sushi, chocolate, whatever. Treat yourself nicely, because you know what? You're worth it, okay? You are worth it, and it's always a good way to go through life. Fine, let me get to my notes. That'll be good. It was we go over here. Is this the right one? Yes, it is. This is fine. Let's have a look. We're here. Fine. I've seen Dune. I got my Dune review coming out soon. Is it good? Right? Is it good? That's a question. It's half a movie. I think releasing this film, making this film as a it's really not a standalone, right? They should have made at least parts 1 and 2. They should have done 3 parts and were back to back in the same way they did Lord of the Rings. They should. This is the first half of the book. And then they could have the second half of the book for the second one, and Dune Messiah being a third, telling the story of Paul Modib, right? That'll be from young to old. That'd be an interesting idea. I think it was in Dune Messiah they bring back Duncan Idaho, who Like, I mean, I don't want to spoil the book, but it's a surprise to see him, right? But you're like, really? Whoa! But it makes sense, like, because Jason Momoa's playing him in this. He's brilliant in this. Okay, just great fighting, great action scenes. I mean, but it's half a bloody story. I mean, but what is there is breathtaking. So is it good? What is there is breathtaking. And man, what is I mean, what's it called again? The Sadaka. What's the home planet Sadaka? The Salosudus. The home planet of the Sadaka is so freaking scary, right? And there's a great scene in it where the Sadaka are the Emperor's Brutus shock troops, right? And so there's this scene in it where the Mentat, who is like a human computer advisor for the bad guys, are kind of played by the creepy dude Polka Dot from Suicide Squad, right? Again, who's always very creepy. He's there to secure like two battalions of them for this underhanded mission. And he's like, okay, we'll have this one. Is like, and you'll have your best men. Really, the men you're going to be fighting have been trained by Duncan Idaho and Gurney Halleck. Both. What's his name? Thanos plays Gurney Halleck. What's his name? Name will come back to me. I'll look it up. They won't come back. I'll just look it up. Freaking awesome. Just freaking awesome. And everybody's awesome in it, apart from Leah Keen's very clearly race and gender swap, which I was on board for. I'm like, why not? Right? Why not? It's not like Leah Keen's in such a freaking important role. I'm like, okay, no problem, right? So she just stuck out. You know, it was uncomfortable casting. It didn't really work, right? It didn't really work. It's the only thing that didn't, other than it being half the bloody story. Man, it's so annoying. I was like, it ended at basically the beginning, and I just don't know if the economics is there to make this the sequel, right? Which is like, what a crime! I mean, at least with Lord of the Rings, they're releasing them every year. This is basically it. Imagine that's exactly it. Lord of the Rings, but there is no Two Towers. It's like, no, maybe we'll make it. Let's see how that works. That's exactly what it is. I mean, so was Lord of the Rings good? Yeah. Would it be kind of weird to get that without the rest of them? Well, look at the cartoon and you will get the answer to that. Yeah, it was kind of weird. But everything that was there, freaking incredible. Rebecca Ferguson, incredible. What's his name? Duke Leto. What's the guy's name again? How do you know? I just look at the old Wikipedias. Oh, there we go. Got it open right in front of me. Josh Brolin played Gurney Halleck. Oh, Javier Bardem as Stilgar. Freaking, it just knocking it out of the park. Perfect. Be like the embodiment of Stilgar. So if you don't know who these characters are, you're like, what the hell? Stilgar is like the leader of the native people's secretive tribe, right? And he just really has that he embodies the character of it. It's incredible, right? Same with Dave Bautista as Rabban, the evil overlord of Dune from the bad guys. Jason Momoa, Duncan Idaho. Like casting him without making Dune Messiah, which is a lot of Duncan Idaho in it. It's like a really central, right? As about Paul, who's the main character, and Duncan's relationship. A lot of it really is. So to be making this movie without having that one in production is a crime, right? It's just a crime. What's his name? Oscar Isaac, Rebecca Ferguson, Jessica, again, the way they do the voice, this commanding voice. Stellan Skarsgård as Baron Harkonnen. freaking awesome. I didn't think you could get better than was it Ian McNeice? Was it no Ian no was it Ian McNeice? The guy who did it in the Sci-Fi Channel version. It was wonderful. In fact, who I ripped a bit off from. Here, let me show you this thing. There's a bit in my comic. Yeah, share screen. Oh, I got to open it first. 1 second. Who else was in it? Okay, fine. Yeah. Here we go. We'll go over here. Zoom in. Zoom. Where am I? So yeah. So there's a scene in it, right? In biblical, this little short story about truth, and I play truth in it because truth's a bit of a dick, right? And so truth is arguing against the creation of this is a Jewish fable, the creation of the world. He's saying it's a bad idea. People are awful, and he goes like, "How disgusting it'll be." And I go, "There's this like major rant," but it seems a bit where he rips his skull cap off. I ripped that right off from him. McNeese's portrayal of Baron Harkonnen, right? But this is all me, baby. As he gets thrown to earth. So yeah, listen, if you're a backer outside the US, you should be getting your things. Maybe end of this week, maybe beginning next week. I please take photos and send to me, and please God make them be good. Oh God, I just hope they print everything well. Yeah. So yeah, I've seen Dune. Worth a $15 subscription to HBO Max. That's for damn sure. 100%. What's this? We got cute things. We got cute things to look at. So let's look at this. This is a cute thing. This is a funny thing. This thing is getting huge. Okay, this thing is just getting freaking huge now. Which is because they can't stop it. It's incredible. Here, 1 second. Let's go, Brandon! I was going to comment. Have you noticed that the more feminine side of our side of the aisle, pretty darn good looking, pretty darn hot. More feminine side of their side of the aisle, pretty darn disgusting, right? Pretty like purple-haired fat weirdos. These are all pretty darn. I mean, like, then we get this guy who I relate to. Don't get me wrong. So this by the way is number 1 apparently on the iTunes rap charts right now. Listen, Richard, it's good, but it's not enough. It's like it again. Imagine Lord of the Rings if they just did Fellowship of the Rings, right? And you ended on that big cliffhanger, and you're like, yeah, fuck you. But it's even bigger cliffhanger than that, because it's like, essentially, they just you get a glimpse of Dune, right? You just get kind of a glimpse of it at the end of this one, right? Like the rolling deserts and sand riders and all the cool Dune shit. Yeah, all that, like, state shit. Yeah, and all that is that, like, the blink and you miss at the end, right? And it's like, what? No! I won't! Oh, come back. Okay, let's get the hot chicks back. There you go. I mean, have you noticed that? Seriously. These are all very attractive young ladies. But I gotta ask you, do I think she's hotter because she's viscerally agreeing with me? And I got to say, yeah. I think it's definitely a factor, right? I mean, listen, I like people to tell me that I like positive reinforcement. You know, I'm big into that. Listen. If you're ever around me, this is the sort of thing I like to hear. Oh, see, you're so funny. Oh, that's so great. Yeah. I'm so interested. Here's some toast. You know, that sort of thing, right? I like the positive reinforcement. So, this is certainly a factor. FEMA summer camp. But you know what? It kind of sticks in your head, though, doesn't it? I mean, like, I can't stop thinking about it now. So this is a sweetie little thing, okay? A sweetie little thing. Oh, I like this one. Here we go. This made me my little heart crumble because I'm such a dog person now. Oh my god. People are asking for Daisy pictures. My daughter sent me some cute video the other day. Yeah, 1 second. Oh, this is so okay. It's 1 minute long. Okay, it's heartbreaking and lovely at the same time. Is the sound playing? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, it works out okay. Oh, poor little thing. Must be alone and lost and scared. Oh, so much better. Thank you. Oh. But it gets better. Okay, every relax, it gets better. Oh, look at that little face. Oh, he's like, mummy. He's found his mummy. That's basically what's happened. In a world full of people who couldn't care less, be somebody who couldn't care more. Yes. You know what? Man, that's advice I live by, right? It's advice I live by, and boy, does that kick me in the balls. It doesn't give you an easy life, you know. Yeah, people keep saying, why do you care? It's like about a lot of things. Why do you care? Because I care. Because it's right. Let's see what else is on this humor and animals on this street. We saw that one. Okay, there we go. Oh.
She's still with me until.
Actually, this must be. I think this is the same dog from the rescue video. Oh, it does. It says that she is. Oh, look how happy she is. Oh, I'm so glad we looked here.
She's so playful and. Yeah, mommy. Mommy. Yeah. She loves to play with the ball.
Oh man, yeah. Teddy, Daisy just freaking changed my life. It's crazy how much I love that dog. Here, what's this video? So share video file. I could just play Dune. No, we're not going to do that. Listen, it's on a BitTorrent. Go ahead. By the way, this is how much nobody gives a shit about the season, right? I forgot that Jodie was on Graham Norton, right? I totally forgot she was on Graham Norton. I hadn't even bothered to look at it and rip the piss out of it. I think this is it. Like, Daisy going. There's a little bit in the park. They can close the door. She likes going for a run. But I thought they had better pictures. Let me see. How do I take this off? Remove. It is removed. Fine. What do you tweet that? The baby has the sweetest face of it. I was here. That's so cute. I follow the dodo on YouTube. Don't know. Okay, I got it. You know what? I am such a sucker for this stuff. Fine. Let's go to what culture, right? That's what we're going to go to. 1 second. How do I get this? Remove from studio. Here we go. Let's go over here. Because What Culture, amazingly, wrote a pretty fair article about Doctor Who. I thought they were saying, like, yeah, oh my God, this new season is going to be agonizingly bad. So I was like, really? I'm quite impressed. And then I saw, well, look, I'll show you. I'll do the search and you'll see the stories back to back. It's crazy. Doctor Who! So here's the thing. I did the video on Doctor Who Series 13. Six big reasons to be worried. This is by Danny Megan. If you saw the video, he does tear apart the Chibnall era quite a bit. He's like very realistic about it. And then right afterwards, they point out this article: Doctor Who, the Series 13 trailer, 20 things you must see. Also by Danny Megan. The Mars, I don't remember being in the trailer, but I don't really care. But let's see him be excited. Fine. When the BBC told us that Doctor Who Series 13 trailer was coming Friday, the assumption was it'll drop during the day or perhaps early evening, but instead they waited the bizarre time 11 p.m. Yeah, go figure. Yeah, that is the marketing strategy. Yeah, 100%. Like really, like how do we separate it as much as we can from its target demographic of children? Because they're the only people who haven't rather had a rusty spike shoved up their ass rather than watch this Doctor Who. Listen, I will only tell you the scientific data. You draw your own conclusions why they would do such a thing. It's just they would rather have a rusty spike shoved up their ass, obviously. I was going to 11 p.m. That's just weird. A strange move considering the show's primary British audience was off with the fairies by then. Yes. So was it worth the wait? Well, yes. Okay. This is the best trailer they've done. Yeah, unquestionably the best thing they've done, but it's still shit. But we'll see. This is a really solid trailer, and through it contains a few of wholly expected warning signs. Questionable magic girl line delivery and some cringy Chibnall-tastic dialogue, but there's also looks like okay. Listen, the guy's being fair. I feel like I'm being a dick when he's being fair, but I am a bit of a dick, though. So there is that. For starters, it ticked the most important box that the trailer needs to tick. It raised tons of questions, but didn't give too much plot away. Okay. I mean, listen. Am I really going to go through this? Yeah, okay, listen, as a reward for doing this, we'll do the Ghostbusters Afterlife. We'll do a trailer reaction after that, okay? After we suffer through as long as we can go, okay? I might not get through all 20, right? It just seems like, man, that seems like a long way to go. Like 20. Oh, boy. Fine. First started, it take most take it raised, blah, 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 blah. Well, on top of that, the music was appropriately pulse-pounding and memorable. I don't remember it at all. We got to see a boatload of returning villains, and there was the goddamn space dog. That actually looked good. Space dogs make everything 10 times better. Okay, we're agreeing there. In short, we liked it, but I mean, this guy. Here's the thing: he wants to like it, and I don't want to like it. So, everybody, the world is colored through everybody's prejudices. This guy seems like a fair. He seems like a fair pundit. Let's have a look, see what else he's done. Trailer breakdown. 8 more villains created out of spite. Okay. Yeah, man writes a lot. 8 movies that put the extra true tell. 10 Doctor Who moments you didn't see coming. 20 things you didn't know about Interstellar. Okay, this guy's interesting. 10 announced movies that disappeared mysteriously. 10 MCU mistakes you can never unsee. Okay, 5. He sounds like a really interesting guy. Video editor and writer. What culture? Who culture bought a 4K copy of The Martian in 2016 and still hasn't watched it? Well, nobody has. Don't feel bad about that. Should get in contact with him. So I get one on the channel. 26.3 million views. Blimey, that's a fair amount, I think. Fine. Number 20. Sonic screwdriver blast. Okay. Signal or attack. Who cares? The trailer kicks off with a stunning shot of the Doctor firing a blast with a sonic screw. Well, it would be stunning if it wasn't Jodie Whittaker holding it, who was played like, I don't know what to do. It's all going to go poppy, baggy, and I'm scared. I'm just a little girly. Oh, God. Like, who thought that delivery was going to work out well? Oh, I don't know. It's not me that makes it like this. It's them that make it like this. We've seen the Doctor use a sonic screwdriver in a manner like this before. Here's the thing. She's never used a sonic screwdriver with any credibility whatsoever, right? It's never happened. She just comes in and waves it like you're watering the bloody garden. She's like, there's no right way of doing it. It's not real. Like, you got to make it real in your head. It's called authenticity. But it's just Doctor Who. It's like the Teletubbies. I know that's how you think of it, you daft cow. No. For example, in the 11th hour, we've seen the real Doctor use it before. Sorry, when he pointed at the sky to create a loud noise for the attractee to notice. It was unclear exactly what what 13 was doing. It was unclear to her as well. Probably she probably doesn't bloody know. I mean, like they write her with the worst plans humanly possible, right? It like literally her plan in Revolution of the Dalek was. I mean, really, why would she say? I want to stop for a second. Why would she say Revolution of the Dalek? She'd filmed it. She knew there were more than one, right? She knew there were like the gold type and the black. She saw it. How did she not see more than one Revolution of the Dalek? No, Daleks. You know, like there were many Daleks on set. I didn't think of it before. Were those things Daleks? I didn't know. Oh, God. I mean, I could be forgiven for thinking that's how it went down. But how did she not know? Revolution of the Daleks. Don't know. Her Doctor's brilliant plan in that was, when faced with terrifying Daleks created by humanity that's too powerful to destroy, she thought, I'll get the far more terrifying, far more powerful, far more impossible to destroy Daleks from Skaro to come in, and they'll destroy them for me. And then I'll work out what to do. You stupid cow! You just swapped it for a worse problem! Oh, and the solution was terrible. You can't get me. I'm just a hologram. Oh, God. It's just like, really? Like who is on set that goes, oh, yeah, that's the way to do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Everyone's going to love that. Yeah. Do it as a brainless cunt. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yes. That's Doctor Who for you. Like, who is doing that? Okay. Since going off the offensive isn't really the Doctor's style. It's like that she's doing something a bit more passive, like shooting out a signal to attract somebody. It looks to me like she was sparking something off to get a reading of something. Like she was sending a pulse out so she can find something out. Or maybe she's recalling the TARDIS, or considering that Sonic is basically a cure-all plot device, she could be doing literally anything she wants to. Either way, this scene, especially the wide shot, gives us a Harry Potter in the forest yelling expecto Patronum vibes. Not really. It would do if it wasn't Jodie Whittaker. Those Sonic screwdrivers have clearly been given an upgrade. Almost looks like Doctor Who is casting some sort of spell. Not one on me, mate. It's happening again. Assuming the line is referring to the Flux, the last one again is really quite interesting. Is it not really? No, nothing they do is interesting. Literally nothing they do is interesting to me. Okay. Of course, this could be an unrelated and plucked out of context and slotted into the trailer. But another line we hear is Doctor saying, "Why don't we know what this is?" Or and who else? Why don't I know about this? And who else? Why would she know? She doesn't know freaking anything. She never. Like, when does she ever know what to do? Really? And she never knows bloody what to do, right? She went to sacrifice herself to save all of Gallifrey and all the creation from the Cyber Lords or whatever. I don't know. And then she said, "Hey, I'll let the old bloke do it instead." I mean, after standing around and being valid, and then she was just arrested and put in prison for hundreds of years, apparently, because she's too damn stupid to get out by herself. And I'm not really like, if I'm the misogynist, I would be the one writing it, okay? I'm the one saying, "Gee, this is a bit odd." Which implies the Flux is known as a known event that other people are aware of. Perhaps this random old woman, maybe. So what is the Flux? You know, maybe it ties into the Crimea one. My guess is this is the Crimea one, and this is like 50 years later or something. That's my guess. It's happening again. Yeah. So like this, she's somehow connected to the one in the Crimea one, and it's happening again. Who knows what? But whatever happened in the Crimea, this is like an epilogue or a prequel, telling you like a thing telling you what's going to happen or something like that. Again, how could the Doctor not know about it? Well, based on these broken up lines in the trailer, the title cards, it seems pretty clear the fact is something that to do with various timelines all going wibbly. Yes. It's not overly subtle, is it? And if that's the case, then the Doctor might not know about it because she's a time traveler and doesn't necessarily have the same effect on her and other people. Here's an idea. What if the Master's destruction of Gallifrey, annihilation of the Time Lords, has caused the time itself to become unstable? Maybe. Yeah, I can imagine. Well, it's caused time itself to become unstable. I can imagine her saying that line. Time itself has become unstable. Oh, I'll give it my special frowny face. That will show I mean business. Oh, unstable. Maybe something similar to the Flux happened during the last great time war with rebels, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God, dude. I mean, I'm glad you're this invested. By messing with the timeline, Chibnall has an easy way to bringing back Gallifrey, which is probably addressing those timeless children criticisms. Yeah, no, he's definitely come with the timeless children. Mary Seeker on the Crimea War, it seems a bit virtue signally to me. I mean, it was a bit when Big Finish did it, so this is more so. It's been rumored for quite some time. We've covered this December 2020 article. The series setting will feature a Crimea War episode featuring Mary Seacole, a British-born Jamaican. Yeah, I understand. You get to do a positive black person in history. It's exactly what Chibnall likes to do. And again, she's a real person, right? But I think Chris Chibnall is just using her to gain points of being very woke, very, very, very progressive by like helping this person. He doesn't need his bloody help. And this looks like her. The actress is Sarah Powell, who was also mentioned in a early rumor. The Crimea War was fought in 1853 to 1856. Fascinating historical event that the Doctor hasn't yet explored. even though it's mentioned in the show, though most notably the second Doctor serial, Evil of the Daleks. Okay. Also, as you expect, depicted the war won't be depicted in a historically accurate manner due to the involvement of the Doctor's longest-serving foes. Not longest-serving. The Sontaran stratagem and fall effect. Yeah, look, this looks good. Okay. Sontaran ships, lots of them too. Doctor Who fans will undoubtedly recognize the design of these vessels from the 2008 10th Doctor Sontaran stratagem, Poison Sky. Yeah. I think they chose to keep them the same, maybe because they had the same models. I don't know. It's a different company making the effects now, isn't it? Because Jim had to do everything new, I guess. First appearance of Sontaran in the modern era of the show. Interesting, the Sontaran ships of the trailer are clearly in modern day, but interestingly, the Sontaran ships that in that trailer are shot clearly in the modern day. How do you know? That could be in the future. You don't know. All right, but we also, as we'll get to later, Sontarans themselves appear in the past. Does this mean the two Sontarans factions, one in the past, one in the future, the exact same Sontarans, are at multiple points flitting backwards and forwards between past and present? Who knows? That actually sounds like a pretty good idea. Sounds like too good an idea to happen. I wish you were writing it, not Chibnall. Brand new alien gets dusted. Okay, what are we up to? Blimey, there's only been from 4 of the bastards. It was a long time. We were going to get through this. Looks like the consequences of the Thanos snap are more far-reaching than we thought. At least this guy's a good writer. As the poor chap appears to get dusted like the Avengers at the end of Infinity War, he clearly doesn't feel so good. Joking aside, what is the shot spoiler? We actually see the alien, or at least an alien that looks incredibly similar, later in the trailer, and where they seem to be alive. Okay, so we're leaning towards no, this isn't a spoiler. It's as an in-depth Doctor Who marketing team have been recently, we doubt they'll carefully spoil the death of a truly important character. I bet they would. Dude, you have too much faith. You have way too much faith. It's also possible that this shot is a fake-out death, and heck, there's blah blah blah. Right, it's just about other times of fake-out deaths. Rose got shot by an android. Either way, effects look terrific. This effect looks terrific. There's something we'll be saying through the breakdown. There's some that didn't look good, although that looked good as well. I like the space dog. Okay, fine. He likes the space dog. Fair enough. Remember the interesting Dan Bishop clip we saw earlier this year? At the start of the clip, we also introduced a Dan mate played by actor Craig Ailes. This is apparently Craig Ailes credited as a recurring role in the season called Kavista. Oh, so that's who he is then. Fine. Is this a unit soldier? Could be. Though we don't get a clear confirmation in the trailer, there's been several leaks pointing to units return. I can imagine them doing that. Of course, the legendary Whoniverse organization was closed down just so Chibnall could make a joke about a lame joke about Brexit. Again, this guy's pretty much on the money. I think he's right there. But hopefully, the Senator kosher, and he was always planning to bring bringing it back. I think he's been making up as he goes. He doesn't know what he's bloody doing. Somebody in the comments said, he thinks Chibnall does better with a shorter episode count. I think he's probably right. Right. I think this type of story structure is much better for him because he doesn't need a beginning, middle, and end in each episode, which he kind of struggled with. Right. It's much more about character, which he can't really write either. Never mind. Listen, it was a fleeting moment, I hoped. I'm sorry. I apologize. Bring them back. Of note, a special character played by Robert Batha looks like he could be some sort of unit costume. At least his clothing certainly resembles a Brigadier's classic unit garb. I thought this was more the Crimea episode again. I thought, or First World War. I don't know. Maybe. I think it's reading too much of it. So Darren Hall back the coolest thing ever. It really wasn't. Yeah, I disagree. And he actually looked. I liked the Sontaran when I saw it in pictures, but seeing it in video, less much. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't talk about the Ood coming back. I mean, like, there's a lot they could do to build up anticipation for the series. Like it feels like they're miserable, right? It feels like they don't want to market it. It feels like somebody doesn't want it. Maybe the BBC, maybe Chibnall. It feels like they just don't want to market it, right? And it's that's just the vibe coming off it. It really is weird. All right, so one of the nicest surprises was going to see the Ood make their grand return to the show. The Sontaran's Weaving Angels have already been leaked, but this was something we didn't know about. Very true. First introduced in 2, blah, blah, blah. They popped up in Waters of Mars. They did. I don't remember them being in Waters of Mars. End of Time, I remember them being. Oh, is that right at the end? Yeah, okay, fine. Waters of Mars. Birdie seen season 6. One of them, Princess of Revolution. The Daleks. Okay, fine. Yeah, who coming back? Yeah, I understand why they would want to pack this out with this. Crimean Capture. This scene, this is where it looks awful, right? This looked just awful. Remember how we said the special effects was this green planet, the exception. It's not terrible. It's just not as good as everything else. It's terrible. Whatever the planet ends up being called, the entire sequence, including the above shot of a captured Doctor Yaz, might take place in the same episode as the Crimean War. It might be a Crimean War. It might be just some like green energy field around them. You see the red dark jacket combo on Yaz. Yaz is rocking shoes, but the exact same outfit. Don't really mean much. So, okay, fine, who cares? Galactus joins the unit. Don't mention that Galactus. That was the worst Galactus. The Silver Surfer. It was the Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer Galactus, which wasn't a bad movie, but wasn't a good Galactus. Like, man, we want to see a Jack Kirby Galactus. I mean, I want to see a Jack Kirby Eternals. This garbage they're putting out looks awful. I mean, like that's coming out now. Nobody gives a shit. It's incredible how little buzz that's got going on. Back to the more polished aspects. One of the trailer's money shots is this image of a dark cloud enveloping a blue planet Earth. Surely can't be good news. Yeah, this was a good effect shot. I agree with them. It almost looks like a horrible version of Galactus and Silver Rise Server. Look, this guy keeps saying the right thing. What can I can't argue him when he keeps being right. Yeah, it does look like that. That's great. Season 13 isn't as bad as that movie, though. I think it's going to be a lot worse. I really do, mate. Where are we up to? The Doctor Who cloud could be a visual representation of the Flux. Perhaps the Flux is a sentient. Who cares? Okay, I don't really care. Alternative cloud could be Swarm. Swarm is Sontaran's Weeping Angels. What's the what's the R? Oh, Ravagers and Master. All right. Oh, he actually says that. I should have just read it. Incredible makeup work, and it looks awful. This is not incredible makeup work. This is absolutely awful. Is it Master? I don't know. Doesn't really care. I don't think it's the Master. I really don't. I think it's terrible makeup. This looks the same aliens dusted earlier, right? If not, blah blah blah. But theory is this dude is actually Master. Sounds crazy, but doesn't make and does make a circle level sense. It makes Chibnall sense, right? It's because Master looked like this once, so now Master looks like it makes Chibnall sense, but I don't think so. I think that's the Ravagers. Doctor Who meets In-Betweeners. Okay. Oh, that's who that bloke was. I knew I recognised him. Again. Well, I hope you do better than Orphan 55, mate. Okay. Sontaran's charging in about... Yeah, okay. That was a damn good effect shot. Okay. I can't argue with them there. This was a good effect shot. He's making a fair point. Okay, notice Jodie Whittaker hasn't been front and center of these 20 things. Captain Jack Sparrow's right-hand man. Okay, that's fine. Giving Blake Harrison some stiff competition in the familiar faces category. Here we have actor Kevin McNally. Briefly in a shot towards the trailer. Okay. Yeah, look, he has famous people in this. Jim, I mean, the season 11 trailer was like famous person after famous person after famous person. And it seemed boring, right? I couldn't get interested. It's just like shot after shot after shot, people I didn't really recognize. Like, oh, there's what's the name? Him. Fully Powered Weeping Angels, okay? Yeah, but shit, he's going to screw it up. He doesn't know what he's doing. Cybermen, not Cybermasters. Yeah, look, these Cybermen design, excellent. More of them. And her running looked vaguely credible. Maybe they didn't. Oh, this. Obviously, the Tyrants dominate the battlefield. Well, another good-looking shot here. Trailers follow them. It's true. It is true. You know, it's a fair point. And we're super relieved that cinematography seems to be moving away from the annoying micro close-ups that plagued Whittaker's first 2 seasons. Listen, I mean, this new director is coming for a lot of stick because he's got no experience. Maybe he'll be good. Like, I don't know. Maybe he'll be good. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he seems like a diversity hire, but maybe he's good too. You don't know. Probably not. I mean, if he is good, they're just going to be very lucky. That's really the bottom line. Was super relieved about the cinema. First season, touch wood. Anyway, back to the barbershop. One of the least surprising outcomes in television history is the Tyrants are going to absolutely wipe the floor with those human soldiers. They charge in the battle. I mean, those corpses in the mud don't exactly say scream glory to Britannia too late. No, okay, fine. The framing of the TARDIS with the glowing beacon in the field is also rather beautiful. Also, okay, I want to speak about this shot specifically because it's a good shot. The lighting is everything's very cold. You've got very cold colors, apart from those TARDIS light was very warm, like a warm yellowy orange. Really, just excellent cinematography, and thought went into that, right? And listen, I talk a lot of crap about this era. I like to be positive, where I really do. Actually, probably was it. The Tyrant Child portal. Oh, that's what it is. Who gives a shit? But thank you for recognizing it. Some people hope that Chibnall reckons the Tyrant Child twist in season 13, and some hope ignores it. Won't ignore it. This is leaning directly into it. Some want to explore it further. That's what's happening. And countless others probably are sick of hearing about it at this point. Raise his hand. Look, I understand why you're sick of it because your egg is all over your face, right? The egg is. I mean, like, man. It's funny. It's weird. It's weird. My little local town. You know, you probably know. I had a little bust up with our local a religious leader who I thought was a wrong un. And then he went ahead and did this speech or this day before Jewish Day of Mourning. That was like this central day of mourning where you mourn for 25 hours because, all this happens because people speak evilly, right? So he gives this like 45-minute speech. So he uses his full authority to make everybody listen to this 45-minute speech of like this pure evil talk, right? So basically, he had a lot of supporters up until then, this bloke. And now they have egg all over their face, right? And they know they have egg all over their face. And like, this guy's gone. I'm not allowed to, this guy's going, I can talk about it now, but the people who are like behave somewhat poorly and now look stupid, no one's allowed to mention anything they did, right? It's like, no, that will be like, geez, man, like, once you got this much egg on your face, maybe you should turn around and say sorry because you do. Same with that's why he hates the Timeless Child, right? Because this is egg on your face, right? This is the same. This is like the final episode of like Game of Thrones. It's egg on your anything. Anybody's a defender. You have egg on your face. This is why you hate Timeless Child. This is why you want to quit hearing about it because it proves everything. That everybody who hates this era makes you look stupid. This is why it was tough being a fan of Trump, right? Because he would always make you cringe. You go, "Oh no, Donald, don't say that, no!" Like a lot of the time, he would sound like the was it Alec Baldwin impersonation of him, right? But yeah, look, this is why you don't like it. Anyway, regardless of which camp you're in, you can't deny the portal we see here above looks very similar to the portal in Time and Stuff. It looks also kind of like the portal that went through to Gallifrey. It just looks to me like the portalish colors they do, right? Remember that weird barrier to Gallifrey from that planet? That didn't make any bloody sense. Oh my god! Thank God this is really done. If the Doctor is feeling the little burden by the whole Timeless Child thing, one second. We're going to for the time everything fell. But Timeless Child thing, it only makes sense to seek out answers. Blah 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 blah. If this isn't the Timeless Child border, then it could be a Gallifrey boundary. Yeah, I know. Everything looks the same. They use the same bisexual coloring for everything. Sontaran's ship go boom. I don't remember this bit. 1 second. Trader ends a big bang. Literally, there's Sontaran's ship start blowing up left, right, and center. I don't know. Okay, presumably the Doctor has something to do with this. Interesting. It appears that she's been assisting Mary Seacole and some kind of general. Okay, looks like that, and some random British soldier. The scene might be a callback to the 10th Doctor and Luke Rattigan. Okay, fine. Okay, we're done. Made some valid points. But it's going to be shit. It's going to be shit. Fine, let's go look at the Ghostbusters trailer. Here we go. Ghostbusters Afterlife. I watched this earlier, and it's freaking awesome, right? This is something first time I'm excited to go to the cinema. We're going to look at the Batman trailer after this, because I'm not. That didn't excite me. This genuinely did. So oh, there you go. So just something popped in. How are you, sir?
Hey, long time no see. Oh, what's going on here?
I was about to do a trailer reaction to the Ghostbusters trailer.
Oh, I thought you were watching something to do with MILFs there.
Yeah, a bit of MILF porn. I do that in the second hour often on my show.
Marvelous, absolutely marvelous. Hold on a second, let me
but you didn't want to see the trailer, did you?
Oh no, I don't want to see this. No, I'll.
Fine. We'll do the Batman trailer instead, okay?
No, what I'll do is I can still comment on this. If your punters are waiting, I'll just avert my gaze.
No, listen, I've seen it. Honestly, it doesn't really give anything away that you didn't already know. It's but whatever you want.
No, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to see.
Okay, so do you want you've done the Batman trailer. I can do the Batman trailer instead.
Okay, do the Batman trailer. Okay. There it is. The lights. It's all right. I forgot to turn my lights on. There we are. That's better.
By the way, I saw what's the name got cancelled already.
Why the Last Man?
Yes.
Well, did you figure out why? What they've done? Because you know that comic, like 50, 60 issues. It was massively popular, wasn't it?
Right.
Considered to be as close to literature as a regular comic book series can get.
Yeah.
Apparently
it was okay. Don't get excited. It was okay. It was an okay series.
Apparently, Rabbi, for this TV show, they had looked at the source material and decided that it wasn't good enough because of identity politics, basically. And so they created a new character, a brand new character, who is I don't know, actually. I don't know. It's more aligned with sort of present day. And apparently it's this new character that changed the dynamic of the mechanics of the story, the balance of the characters, thrown the thing out of whack. It's got the woke lot complaining because it's not woke enough. It's got the people who are sick to the back teeth of woke saying, I'm not going to watch any more of this crap. And so it's pleased nobody. Apparently the production values are found wanting. I've heard today that apparently they only employed women on the production deliberately. Now, I'm not saying that some of them weren't competent.
That's the
of course
dumbest thing possible. That's the dumbest thing possible. What percentage of women are in your employment pool? Right? 40%, 50%, 30%.
Yeah, I think it's around. I don't know. It depends on which country you're in and all sorts of things.
So let's say 30%, right? 30%, right?
I believe it's between 35 and 40%. Yeah.
Okay, say 40%. Okay, so if you're pulling 100% of your employees from 40% of your pool, the only way of doing that is dropping quality. It's math, okay? It's, by the way, oh my God, annoying thing of the week, right? Yes. I'm enjoying the show Foundation.
Yes.
Right? Had the wokest episode ever.
You told me about it last week.
So there's this one line in it that really made me want to shoot myself in the face. Right, yes. There's two stunning brave black girls. The stunning and brave black girl where science is forbidden. The planet where science is forbidden. Okay. Who's worked out this scientific breakthrough. And she secretly does science because she loves the science. It is such an SJW view of science because they like the idea of it. They don't, the reality of it, I have no clue what it is. So at one point, they live on this water planet, right? And she's about to go off to the Galactic Federation or whatever. And the waters are rising on the water planet in a very clear, on-the-nose analogy, right? And she says to her father, we got to move out 10 feet. I've done the math. There's no math, okay? That tells you that it's not math. Oh, so stupid. It's Star Trek Discovery, okay? Star Trek Discovery, science. I'm so glad I'm not watching it. It's so stupid. It hurts me. Oh, sorry.
Well, the problem you get is that they all love the science until it disagrees with them, and then they hate the science, and science means nothing. It's extraordinary.
The thing is, they have no understanding what science. They know science is good, but they don't really understand it, right? They don't understand what it is because they're stupid.
You don't seem to understand a great deal. I've got some arsehole who's I've got into a conflab with this bloke on Twitter earlier on, who's did I tell you about it? Yeah, maybe I'll speak to Ian about that Doctor Who trailer. I think you've just talked about it, haven't you? I think some of the special effects shots in that are shockingly bad. But we talked when I came on the show last week. Hello again, everybody. By the way, when I came on the show last week, we talked a little bit about Lex and that kind of era of the mid to late 90s.
It wasn't it? Yes, I
think some of that is very Lex.
Only the shots with Jodie Whittaker, weirdly enough. Have you noticed that?
Yes, it is all the shots.
The one where she's falling from the pothole and the one where she's hanging upside down with the Az.
That's the
clearly
one. It's the upset. Say it again. So clearly what?
Clearly the one where they're hanging upside down with the Az, clearly lying on a table.
Thank you. Yes, that's exactly what I've said to I won't name him. It's not fair. To this guy on Twitter, and how dare you? Can you prove this claim? It's not for me.
Fuck off!
It's not for me.
That's not something you prove. That's something you reckon when you're having a pint, you stupid cunt. Oh my God, they're so annoying.
They're all coming at me, all the Jodie bots. It's incredible. One of them is in his 40s. He really should know better. And I won't go into it about Twitter nonsense, but the burden isn't on me. To prove my point, the burden is on them to convince me that they are hanging upside down on an alien world. If they don't believe that they are where they say they are and they are in danger, if they don't believe it by the look in their eyes and their performance, how the fuck am I supposed to believe it?
Exactly.
Pissing in the wind, my friend. Pissing in the wind.
The problem they're always going to run into with this era of Doctor Who, okay? Yes. Whatever they're going to do is Jodie Whittaker is shit. Okay, there's just no polishing that
brass tacks. Yes.
It's just there's nothing you can do about it. And Chris Chibnall is also shit. And his shitness kind of detracts from Jodie Whittaker's shitness.
Well,
But they're
Rabbi,
equally
I felt
shit.
a bit bad because I'd made a comment because they were coming at me, like 2 or 3 of them, and I'm a big boy, I can look after myself, and I at the point, but it got to a point where I said, look, at the end of the day, this pair cannot act their way out of a paper bag. And after I tweeted that, I thought, have a word with yourself, Hadley. That was probably a little unkind. So I went back
For crying out loud! No, listen. One of the terrible things in the world is the pussification of humanity. Okay, for God's sake, to say somebody is shit isn't an attack. Yeah. It's not violence. It's just saying.
No, I agree. So I felt that I should quantify that a little, and that was when I explained that. Look, we're in a situation where they're just not selling me on it, and the fact that the production values are not supporting that either means that I cannot believe in this world, and it explains why John Bishop looks bewildered by what's going on.
Yes, it's all normal. Poor bastard. He just thinks it's all normal.
Yeah, you could. He looks like. Yeah, have you ever been? I don't know if you like going sightseeing or do a bit of tourism, but you ever been to a place that you've never been before, and you're being led around by a tour guide, and they're telling you what it is, and sometimes after a while, it's sort of some of it kind of goes straight past you, but you stand there and smile anyway. That's how John Bishop looks through the entire trailer.
Colin, I'm sorry I haven't replied. I'm terrible on my communications. I am very, very sorry I haven't replied. I would love to join your stream. Hopefully I'll be up that late. I will make a point of doing it, but I am very sorry I haven't replied. Sorry.
I've distracted us from the wonders of Gotham, haven't I? The Batman.
Oh yeah, but it's weird. The ad that comes with this is for Dune. Maybe watch the Dune trailer as well. The Dune. It's like I enjoyed watching it at home. Okay, I was very happy watching it at home.
I see the appeal.
Because again, I have a big
3 hours.
I got to sit down. I got to go to the bathroom when I want it. It's just I'm up for this now.
Yeah, I am wavering since we spoke earlier on. I am wavering. So I do see, because I was saying to Ian Diaz, everybody, I was saying to him about it, that watching the Bond film, that was on for nearly 3 hours, and to do it again, we go, I'll see.
That's another reason I'm excited for Ghostbusters. It's it seems like it's a 2-hour movie. Doesn't seem like it's a route march.
Yeah, exactly. Doesn't this look a little Ridley Scottish?
I was going to say, I thought this was a pastiche from Blade Runner. Fine, I got the sound up. Let's listen to it. By the way, if it's on HBO Max, I'm watching it at home, and this is worth my subscription to HBO Max. Right? They got a lot of good movies coming out. They got Matrix on there. They got the Sopranos movie on there, which I liked a lot. A lot of people didn't. You got all the Sopranos. If it's coming to Europe,
it launches in. I think it launches in February.
It's coming. Really good service. It's a good service with a lot of good stuff on it. It should be number one. I mean, man,
I've never seen The Sopranos, so if
my God,
that's on there, I may give that a go. I'm not a gangster man, but I do like the look of that show.
They should be doing a Harry Potter TV show, at least one Harry Potter TV show.
I agree completely.
And they should be mining. They got a catalog of property there. Yeah. They just need to be doing a lot more content. Fine, okay, Batman.
Police! Hands up! Stay still! Get out of here!
What do you think about Geoffrey Wright's Commissioner Gordon?
Should be fantastic. I think we've already seen him do it. I think we've seen him do the audition playing Felix Leiter, particularly in No Time to Die. I think it'd be very similar.
Right.
I think he's fantastic. Loved Geoffrey Wright. Loved him in the original series of Westworld. And I think he's perfect. It's all good with me. Again, my disclaimer is that I would have loved to have seen more of both Gary Oldman and what's his name as the character.
Oh, J. Jameson as well. Yes.
Yeah, but Geoffrey Wright, just like Andy Serkis.
More the Snyderverse. I think we're going to see more.
I think it's possible, but just like Andy Serkis as Alfred, Serkis and Wright are nobody's consolation prizes. They are excellent picks for these characters.
Right. It's interesting. I was just thinking, now, do because I think of him as an old white guy, right? That's my mental image of Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
So, I'm reimagining the character as a black character played by Geoffrey Wright. I was thinking, does it work? And kind of it does, because what made the character, and especially this part of his life, is he's a
patriarch rabbi in many respects, I think.
Yeah, but he's come in and he's upended a corrupt system, and gained power from it. So I think, but would he be allowed to gain that much power being black in a corrupt system? Could be. But I think that's the only dramatic stretch for me. It's an interesting story, but you see, but that's what happens when you race swap characters. You got real questions to ask.
No, I hadn't thought of it like that, and yeah, that you have got a point.
But again, doesn't kill it for me. Lawrence Fishburne as what's the name of Perry White, perfect, right?
That wonderful, was wonderful in that role.
In general, all the Snyderverse casting is perfect. So this is a nice reveal. By the way, he also did the Apes movies, right? Matthew Reeves, and he did Godzilla. I think he's a solid director.
I know he did. He did Cloverfield. I don't think he was on the X-Men films. I think you're talking about Matthew Vaughn.
No, but I think he did the Planet of the Apes movies, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Yeah. Oh, Apes. I thought you said X. Yeah. He did the last two. Yeah, a wonderful director. I love his work.
Yeah, and he's growing. This is an interesting fit. So I just feel that kind of reveal was lame. To be honest, it just wasn't like, it just like, okay. It's like he put a question mark. That's for the normies, though, isn't it? That's not for the. It's not Hannibal Lecter level stuff.
No, you haven't found somebody's ear floating in the top of the.
No, it's like
Fear is a tool.
See, I don't find him scary.
Which one?
What's his name? Robert Patterson.
Oh,
he's just fundamentally not scary to me.
I don't know. I've only ever really seen him in the David Cronenberg thing.
No, he's the guy from Twilight.
God, I didn't watch those. Those were I didn't bother watching them.
Okay, but I imagine Ben Affleck being younger, being in fights before, right? Being hit in the face. I can imagine Ben Affleck being hit in the face. I can imagine Christian Bale being hit in the face. That's what you need to imagine about. I can't imagine Robert Pattinson being hit in the face without crying. Right? Can you? I can't. That's what you've got to get over.
It's not fair for me to say. The only films that I've seen him in, it's been in the last few years. He's been playing like pretty grizzled people. There was one where he was a sort of lighthouse keeper, and there was the Cronenberg
I never saw
thing.
That. I saw the time travel thing, the weird timey-wimey one.
Oh, I've not seen that.
Tenet.
I could be the wrong person to ask about this, but I mean, there are scenes in this film. I don't know how long a time scale it's supposed to take place over. If they're going to be flashbacks to when he was a slightly younger man, I don't know really what they're doing with it, because I think we get two different takes on it.
He seems quite young in this. Seems like pretty much year one to me.
And I think if it's not, I get the impression it's like year 2 or 3 when the whole thing's taking place.
When that light hits the sky.
Oh yeah, they already got the bat signal.
Yeah.
It's not just a call.
I like the Jokers.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. Okay, this is cool.
It's all so cool. I don't know how anybody could be pumped for this. I think it's.
I'm not pumped.
Awesome.
I'll watch it at home. I'm not going to the Ghostbusters. I'm going to the cinema to see and excited. I can't wait a month for it to come out. By the way, interesting thing, psychological thing. Now that Free Guy is out on pay-per-view or whatever, download, whatever, you can watch it legally, right? I'm not interested. Right? I'm just like, the hype's gone. The hype of the release is gone. There's no hype of the home release.
Yes, yes.
I would see it on a free service. I'm not paying $10. Maybe $1.99 I'll pay. But that's what they got. That's what happens when they've lost the hype.
The cycle, this sort of whatever the equivalent is of a news cycle. We are in another cycle, aren't we, with the entertainment that we consume?
Right.
Its shelf life doesn't seem to be anywhere near as long. It's like 10 days tops, isn't it? Squid Game will be old news by the end of the week.
I have to watch that.
I'm starting it tonight just so that I don't get I don't miss the wave.
Well, what else? I'm just trying to think. Do I have anything to watch to relax to? There's the thing. I'm always torn. Am I going to watch like Hell's Kitchen, which I'm so into? Oh my god, I'm so into Hell's Kitchen right now. I just watched season 20. And now I saw the season 19 from 6 months ago. I'm like, yes, and I'm plowing through. I'm loving it. Oh my god.
Yeah, I love Hell's Kitchen. I haven't seen it for a few years, but yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's right then Survivor. I love these trash shows. I really genuinely do. It's something to relax to. But what else? What do I have to watch that's genre? I'm still. I got through the first episode of Doom Patrol. I got to watch more. I like it. It's just like I don't know if I can watch more than one episode a week. It's a bit of a trudge.
It's a funny show, Doom Patrol. As much as I love it, it's yeah, I know what you mean. I think by the time the credits have rolled, you're spent. I can't put my finger on it, but it's a quality show, and I think that's just. Yeah. I don't think that's any slight on it in any way. I think it's, in fact, it's a quality show. I mean, I think the fact is there's a lot to be said for those sort of telling you those stories that need to sit with you for 2, 3, 4 days before you take in some more, and that's one of them.
I agree with you. Constantly. By the way, I've worked out what my why I wasn't like leaping to say Doom was great. Right, everything about it was great. I did a bit of a review earlier. Everything about it was great. But imagine if they made Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, and they didn't do it as a part of production, and they made all 3 movies. They're like, yeah, hopefully we'll make part 2.
Yeah,
like, what?
Exactly the same. Yeah, I agree with you completely. Yeah,
and like, it's so annoying because have you read the books at all?
Only when I've read the first 2 books when I was a kid, like Dune and Dune Messiah.
Fine. So they cast Jason Momoa as Duncan Idaho, who's a pretty major character, right? But Dune Messiah, which is a central part of that, is Duncan Idaho and his relationship with Paul. Like, he's central to that, right? And I can see playing Jason Momoa just being so good at that they're like not making all 3 movies at once like they did Lord of the Rings. It's just criminal, and I really don't know if there's any possibility of them. I mean,
I know that when they first talked about doing this, Rabbi, that they made great noises that this was this generation's Lord of the Rings, and I agree with you completely that one of the reasons why Lord of the Rings got everybody's attention was their 150% conviction in the story, in the people telling it, that they had made all 3. So you knew people were on board almost. I mean, maybe it's a more cynical age now, 20 years on. I don't know.
But you know, was it when Peter Jackson pitched it? He pitched it as 2 movies, and it was the studio that wanted to make it 3.
Oh, is that right?
And it was and you know what? It was smart business because they're like, well, we can make $100 million 3 times instead of 2 times, and it actually fits the story a lot better. They made 3 movies. So it's it's just so like, and there are just stunning action scenes. I'm really excited for you to see it. There's just stunning fights and action scenes in it. The plot is actually very, very simplistic now because they only got half the book, right? That's one of the things that makes me a bit nervous about being delayed so much. Will it do well enough for them actually make another 2? No, there is no possibility of it doing well enough to make. It's not going to make back its money. right? There is zero possibility of it making us money.
I mean, for all that I said on my stream earlier on, I think it's a very slim hope that it could make. Very, very slim indeed.
I mean, maybe they'll want it as a streaming service. Maybe there are financially irresponsible decisions being made in entertainment that we talk about daily, like Alex Kurtzman. You know, like maybe they'll make a financially irresponsible decision that will benefit us. I don't know. But
First time for everything.
But I mean, obviously the plan was to announce the sequel a week after it was released, and it got a huge box office. But there aren't those box offices anymore, right? They're never coming back.
I think you're right. I don't think they will come back.
It's not to do with the pandemic. It's to do with I think the Biden government has depressed America. I mean, like the reason that Let's Go Brandon is doing so well, right?
Since you told me about that last week, I've heard it everywhere. By the way, since
it's huge. You know why? This is how I open up the streaming. I realized this is why totalitarian regimes need to be totalitarian, because they control the media, they control social media, they can't control people getting together and saying, let's go Brandon, taking the piss out of them from trying to cover it up, right? You can't stop that without totalitarian control. You can in China, which is where it's going. But these half measures, they ain't going to work, which is why I don't think they're going to be around for the long, right? It's but I think the reason the whole like. It's not people don't feel relaxed enough to go out to the movies, right? It's just like you think back to what it was like in 2018. People were screaming, people were crazy. You could go out, you were relaxed, you didn't think the world was ending, right? You didn't feel like everything was crazy.
You're right. There is something slightly different about the world now, and I think
right. Like everybody's jittering.
Yeah.
Right. It's
even I was, and I've said, I will not be locked down again. I'm not wearing a mask again. But
it's not about that. It's about that. It's like this complete in England, right? You have a choice of Labour, which you have no choice at all. They've destroyed themselves.
I can't even think about that without smiling. It's such a hilarious idea. Labour an option.
And then you got the Tories, which are worse than useless. I mean, basically in exactly the same as the Democrats in America, who are exactly the same as the Republicans. It's like every system of governance we have is just completely fucked. I mean, and we're starting to see the world fall apart. I mean, we really are. It's like I think that's why the people aren't going to movies or going out or just going to relax anymore. Is because everything's insane.
The only place you can, you're right. The only place you can truly relax is on your own sofa in your own four walls. And if they had their way.
Even then, you're like, what's going on outside?
I think there's a lot of truth in that.
It's really well. Also, Lenny Henry been cast as the Hobbit. I just realized. You know, you know how people don't care about this new season Doctor Who? So not interested. I forgot she was on Graham Norton this week, and I was gonna watch the video, make a video of it, take the piss, right?
Yeah.
Didn't even care.
Really? That's not like you.
I did. I forgot. I remember today. Oh, she was on. Okay.
But then if you saw her on the other shows where because she goes on every time that she's about to, she's basically the same. She sits there pulling faces and laughing at Graham Norton or whatever. I find him about as funny as a boil on the end of your cock.
I've always enjoyed it. Actually, tell you, he's the one I always enjoyed. It's the other one, Alan Carr. I would rather have
he's worse. Yeah, he is worse.
So, have you seen the Labour Party conference, Total Clown World? Yeah, exactly. It is.
It is ridiculous. Yeah.
And listen, when you're living in times where things are I mean, it must have been like this in the 60s, right? When when Kennedy was assassinated and it was like, what's going on in the world?
I think it probably was. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing followed another, and the kind of momentum. I mean, obviously we live in a faster age now, and so the lunacy has been expedited as well.
I mean, I think that's why the Ghostbusters trailer really excited me, because it felt like a somewhere to go away from this.
Exactly.
Right.
Fancy
It
world.
felt like
Falling back in time to 1980, maybe 85, 86.
Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, back to Batman.
Yes, here we go. We always do this. Go on. Good.
Warning.
Yeah, he's not selling it for as Batman. I think even Christian Bale was better. I mean, not George Clooney, not Val Kilmer. Okay, fine. No, yeah.
I've been trying to reach you.
Yeah, look. He looks too little.
That's Batman. Look at his jaw.
No, he's too. He looks.
In fact, he reminds me
he looks
of
too
Ben
pretty.
Affleck. I'm not seeing it.
He
I
looks
see
like he
Affleck in him.
I don't. The chin's too narrow. Let's go see. Well, maybe will convince me. Yeah. Okay. You seem like a pathetic kid. That is not scary. Okay, he's not as bad as bloody Jodie Whittaker, but he's like, there's a little boy fighting the window. I'm like, now listen, was it Joaquin Phoenix as Joker? That was interesting. Like he brought something new and something interesting in that role. This seems like weaker. This looks like a TV version of something I've seen before. This looks like the same level as this looks like Arrow.
So you're saying this is Richard Dean Anderson playing Jack O'Neill compared to Kurt Russell playing Jack O'Neill?
Yes. It doesn't feel cinematic. He feels too slight for it.
I don't agree, but I do see. Oh God, I begrudgingly see a distinction there. Yeah.
Fine, let's keep going. Maybe again. The action all looks good.
This is about a game. And rivers to match.
I can take care of myself.
If this continues.
Okay, that Catwoman looks insane. That looks incredible.
Yes,
right?
Absolutely perfect.
Who we had as Catwoman? We've had, I forget Halle Berry. Had Michelle Pfeiffer.
Anne Hathaway was the last one, who I thought she was brilliantly cast as well, and they did next to nothing.
She was well cast, but again, I like that they're going for like the Frank Miller Batman Year One kind of like.
Oh, look at that beauty! This film looks absolutely frigging beautiful.
Yeah.
Take care of myself.
Yeah.
Look at her.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Yeah, this is good.
And the way she delivered that line, that she could take care of herself. There was no kind of. There's no sisters are doing it for ourselves. No, it was like a person talking. Yeah, it was in character. She is
genuine.
I mean, I've always liked her, Zoe Kravitz. I've always liked her. She was Pixie in X-Men First Class, wasn't she? And I thought that could maybe go somewhere.
She was good in that. Yeah,
she's always good in. She's good even in crap things. I never saw her in that silly series they did of High Fidelity. I thought that was beneath her. But this, she just looks bang on.
Yeah, okay, so there's a much better Catwoman movie so far. Let's keep going.
This continues. It won't be long before you've nothing left.
Okay, Andy Serkis. Okay, everything's working apart from this, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, okay, this is a good Riddler action. I like this. Well, this actually looks like Batman trying to work it out.
It happens to me.
It's only going to get worse for you.
Whoa, take it easy, sweetheart. Hear everything they say, ain't you?
Maybe we're not so different.
Okay, so this to me looks like a movie, like something with a beginning, middle, and end.
Yeah.
Right? It doesn't look like a franchise entry, which is what I liked about Batman Begins, which I think is, in terms of movies, probably the best Batman movie. It had a beginning, middle, and end. It had like an arc.
I've always slightly preferred that to The Dark Knight as well. I think they're both.
Yeah.
I've always preferred Batman Begins.
Trouble with The Dark Knight is it At first they should have killed Heath Ledger off and not the other guy. Who was it? They killed off one of the bad guys, and for some reason at the end they should have just killed off.
They killed off. Oh, what was his name?
Two-Face, I think.
Harvey Dent. Yeah. So
it was a good Two-Face. Tommy Lee Jones was Two-Face. He was a good Two-Face. Okay, when you're doing the Batman Catwoman thing, that really works, right? This is interesting.
Yeah.
I'm vengeance.
Yeah, listen, I love the Batmobile and the new take on it. But just every time I see him, I'm like, it's well, the Batmobile's awesome.
Black and blue and dead all over. I got you! I got you!
Ho, ho, ho! You, my friend, are fucked.
Whenever it's a generic gangster, it's like I'm always like they did that in Batman Begins as well. They had Eric Roberts as but yeah, this is a great shot coming up.
Yeah, Eric.
And the music is very good. I'm excited to see the movie. I mean, it's good.
Who's done the music to this? It's like nothing I've ever heard.
It's not like Hans Zimmer to me.
I hope it's not, because that would bore me. Because he does everything else.
I'm
hoping it's somebody new, because I think so far it sounds, and it just sounds really arresting. Don't get me wrong. I think Hans Zimmer's very good at what he does, but I'm kind of over it for the time being. So I hope.
Yeah, I do hear it. So Matt Reeves, top cast. How do you get to the full page?
Oh, they've changed the design lately. It's a bit of a bastard.
Really annoys me. Just like the old design, I knew where everything was. I could find it. Why is this 2022? It's 2021, right?
Yeah, but it's not out until March, is it? It's not out until.
Oh, right. So hang on 1 second. Cast and crew. All cast and crew. Fine. Writing, cast. Still cast. Produced by, music by Michael Giacchino. He did the music for Star Trek.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I did like the music in that, so yeah, fair enough.
I did like the music. Honestly, I still like that version of Star Trek. Okay,
yeah,
I still think.
I haven't thought about it in a long time. So the fact that it is him, I don't know what he's done in the meantime. But I did always like the music in that movie. I do think the music in this sounds fantastic. So yeah, I'm down for this.
Let's keep going. Oh, much. So look, this seems to me not dissimilar to the that guy's name who did The Fountain.
Darren Aronofsky.
Yeah, Darren Aronofsky was going to do one where Batman was black and he was poor and he had a garage and I kind of like that idea. I like the idea of like.
I know that he was attached to Batman for a long time. He was going to make a version of Year One. I didn't know that he was going to. It was going to be a black Batman. I've not heard. Yeah,
it was going to be very different. Yeah. And I thought it sounded interesting, right?
Well, yeah, he's an interesting filmmaker. I've never not enjoyed one of his films.
This was back 10 years ago, though, when you could do that and it wasn't making a point. Right, that's the you can't. You're not there now, unfortunately. That's just not where we are now. What was it? Should we look?
Yes. What are the treats? Oh, James Dreyfus. James Dreyfus. Yes, this has taken an interesting turn. I'm so glad that TV News
apparently. Apparently, Big Finish have now confirmed the master story which he was in, the full Doctor story, is being released.
Yes, in February as part of this solo series with Tom Baker. Funny how they haven't.
Oh, so when did they announce that?
Yesterday, when they in the wake of the GB News thing, Big Finish, I would imagine, probably got some heat for that on Twitter.
I bet they
did. May have even had phone calls from the mainstream media, and they very quickly announced on Twitter that Dreyfus would be returning to the role of the
It's not on the news.
No, I think it's just been tweeted out quietly. I would imagine that there are certain people doing their nuts about it now. Let them moan. The cancellation of James Dreyfus was outrageous, desperately unfair, cruel, even. And I'm a big, I defend Big Finish quite a lot. And,
me too.
But the way they treated that man is unforgivable, and should have hang their heads in shame. And I think a public apology is the very least that Dreyfus should expect and deserves.
So still said, doesn't the Reese Hughes there to get cast?
There we are. Yeah. So how long did they intend on keeping that a secret for?
Well, where is it? Do you see anything? I don't see anything about it.
I need to get the screen up bigger. Let's have a look.
One sec.
I'll go
to the Twitter feed. That's the way. That's what we'll do.
The only reason I know about this is because somebody came into the Type 40 Facebook group. Join the Type 40 Facebook group, everybody, for up to the minute Doctor Who talk all day, every day, whatever dimension that you're in. There's the ad. But somebody mentioned it in the Type 40 Facebook group, so I haven't gone back and checked. But apparently, it was on Twitter.
Okay.
She wants to.
I'm just trying to find the mention. God, I can't. This is such a non-event, right? Like the Eternals.
Eternals, yeah.
I didn't even know it was coming out. By the way, free story. Totally worth getting this. If you go to the Twitter feed, Night of the Vashta Narada.
That's a lovely cover.
Yeah, it was.
I'll go and grab that. I don't think I've got it.
What's this one? Oh, well, look at this trailer in a minute. That looks like a damn good trailer.
Oh, I think. Do you remember we did that podcast where we reviewed the Cyberman story at the end of Series 12? You came on Type 40 and we reviewed it.
Right, yes.
You probably don't. Well, the guy who was on that show with us, Jazz, my mate Jazz from Wolverhampton, he's working for Big Finish on putting together the behind-the-scenes stuff for some of these releases.
Right.
I think he started on that John Pertwee release.
Oh, well, I'll look at that trailer. It looks really good. We'll look at that in a second. Eighth Doctor.
Why can't I remember the titles of any of the Chibnall episodes of Doctor Who? What on earth was that Cyberman story called before the Timeless Children?
Oh,
I can't remember the titles
of
any of them.
Cybermen?
I don't know. Genuinely, I have no idea what most of them were.
No, what's the Rise of Cybermen? Ascension of Cybermen, I think.
That rings a bell. Ring anybody in the chat. It was something like that, but
I can't find this at all.
Oh.
Is there a way you can search for somebody's name?
I don't know of it. If there is, I try to spend as less time on Twitter as I possibly can. I can go and look and see who got it to me and see what's going on. One second.
That would be helpful. We could send that over.
Excuse me.
But then we would look at let's look at this trailer. That trailer looked really good.
Where are we? I'll go and find my.
There's Law. No. Yeah, this just came out today. This thing. Are you still here? Because I want to be here when I look at this trailer.
Yeah. I'm just trying to find out a name. Somebody who can confirm this thing about Dreyfus.
All right. Is it on YouTube? It was on YouTube. It would be much better.
Yeah.
Or even better. We'll just go to. Should be with the release page over here. Video.
Yes. Okay. This is. I was right. Okay, this is from the. Oh God, this frigging website. Okay, well I can tell you where it went. The article seems to have been taken down. The Daily Express reached out to Big Finish on the subject of James Dreyfus, and Big Finish told the Express James Dreyfus features in Big Finish's upcoming Doctor Who audio drama, The Fourth Doctor Adventures, Series 11, Solo, which is released early next year. That's the exact wording. The article seems to be harder to find. The Express's website is shockingly bad.
I'm on the article right now.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There we go. A spokesman on Big Finish who said James Dreyfus features in Big Finish upcoming audio drama. Right there.
Fantastic.
Wow.
So if it wasn't for the Daily Express,
yeah.
Oh, so is this a recent? Oh no, that's in March. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Good for him for being public about it like that.
Yeah. Well, this is why you have to be.
I mean, the guy. I don't understand a lot of the issue that he's talking about, but that's by the by. It is whatever his personal beliefs.
Fine. Okay. It's getting late, so this is the video. I'm going to do this as a video tomorrow. This is really interesting. Okay. But here, I want to watch this trailer because this looks. So yeah, that's freaking gorgeous. It's
absolutely beautiful.
These are fantastic. I mean, they're just. Is that Tim Treloar's face as well? It could be.
I think that they may have etched in a few lines of Tim. Yeah,
it could be. It's really good. It's just excellent.
Destination coordinates 0001, 0011 by 03 in the third sector of time. Where is that?
Hello, Starman. If you're out there.
It's not Mars, I can assure you of that.
We're on Draconia.
That would seem to be the obvious conclusion.
Someone said...
Yeah, I'm excited to listen to this now. This has got me into it.
God is here. That means someone wanted our help.
I've been denigrated by despots, defamed by dictators, abused by autocrats.
It is my belief that Draconia faces its greatest peril. Perhaps even its total destruction.
I am the Doctor, and I believe I'm something of a legend around here.
Have you ever met an Earthman in the real, live, rubbery flesh?
Yeah, this is just exquisite.
It's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
I mean, look at the browning of the air. This is just perfect. Right, it's still only halfway through.
Well, the rest of it will be somebody telling you that Big Finish love stories. Oh.
Yeah, the devil's footprints.
There is talk throughout the county of mysterious footprints in...
Freaking love Derek Griffiths. I saw him in Panto once. He was fantastic. Yeah, I have to love Derek
Griffiths. The Dull Tor Superconductivity Lab.
Old Dull?
The local word for devil, sir. Set current.
Okay, she's sounding more like Sarah Jane Smith now. Took her a few releases to get into it.
Yes. She'll gradually get better, I suppose.
I mean, again, I just think they should have John Colshaw teach her how to sound like Sarah Jane. Here's Sarah Jane in that, what's it called again? The Evil of the Master or something like that. The book on tape they did with Masterful. That was awfully good.
At 30,000 out.
Understood.
The trap is baited. My old friend. Will you come? Stand by, you idiot!
I thought you liked ghost stories.
I do. I just don't like being in them.
You had me till the bloody logo. Really, just till the logo. What can you do? We love stories. Good trailer, though. Solid trailer.
They're getting better in one respect or another every few months. They really up their game with these trailers. I mean,
Yeah,
we had Lee Adams. We had Lee Adams on Type. We had Lee Adams on Type 40 Live a few months ago now, talking because he's worked on several of them, and he was talking about how they're putting them together and things like that. And I just think that I remember the very first time they used CGI in one of their trailers. That blew me away. And you watch that one back now from whenever it was, like 8 or 9 years ago, and it's nothing. It looks like a corporate video compared to the creative stuff they do now.
It's really. I mean, oftentimes these trailers are better than the actual releases. Fine. With that, it's coming up to 9 o'clock. I'm hungry, mate. I'm hungry. Bit of what's it? An androgen. Yeah, a hungryman. That is me. Yes. GG Van Chronicles. How are you? So, sorry.
Ooh. Yeah, I've got. No, I've got something to eat. I've got something nice waiting for me upstairs. I think it's a lentil soup with Moroccan, with sort of.
Okay, one second. That before we go, I have to show you this thing. Okay, with my wife discovered this. Have to go to WhatsApp, and I got to pair my bloody computer again. Link devices.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We're doing okay. Link device. Okay, man. Finally, now it's up. Okay. Now I can get the link because this thing was really cool. I was surprised how good it was. If you're into the vegan food, I basically am. I mean, I like meat.
Yeah, I love vegan food. I'm not vegan. I'm only vegetarian, but I do love vegan food.
Veg it out. So here, 1 second. Where is this? That's the right one. Oh, there you go. Bingo. So fine. So you can buy this continuous. Yes, leave me alone. Allow. Okay, allowing everything. Fine. I just want to show you what these things are. So you have different choices. So you get this one. Say. So this is all vegan, I believe. So it's Asian schnitzel tofu bowl with carrot and ginger apple curry, pickled fresh veg. This is like about $10.
It looks lovely.
And I'll show you the other ones they got. There's the meatball bowl is lentil meatballs served with fresh marinara sauce and sprinkled with cashew parmesans. Cashew parmesan served over rice noodles and carrot and zucchini noodles. It's I'm up for all of this. Pesto bowl is I think I would want one of each. Fresh cashew basil pesto roasted over potato dish zucchini. Yeah, I would have any of these for dinner anytime. Shawarma bowl, looking forward to this one. Veggie shawarma from mushrooms, green lentils, cauliflower. This just looks awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
So these are all arriving on Monday, I believe. And sushi bowl. Roasted sweet potatoes. Right. Yeah. right?
So is this like you can freeze them or whatever you say? They're all arriving, or you get them sent to your home and sort of.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out. I mean, they sell them in 3-packs, so I guess they're
really
storable some way.
Yeah.
But I wish I had that. So I can. Although starting not next week after, I'm moving my schedule too. Keep the Saturday show. What was that Saturday show? Going to do the
your YouTube schedule. I thought about your eating schedule.
Oh no! My YouTube too. Keep the Saturday show. Do the moving to Monday to do the recap review of Jodie. Then I think I'm not sure if I'm going to do Monday, Wednesday, or Monday, Thursday. Right, one of the it's one of the two. But I'll do either Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Thursday, and then the day that I'm not doing, I will do a stream with Father Miller because I can't do that on Fridays anymore because the clocks are changing. It'll be too early for it.
Oh yeah, I did hear about this. I know that sometimes it goes. The times in the States can change by a couple of hours, can't they? Rather than just one. Yeah, I heard it.
Well, also for me, my stop time is when Sabbath starts, which is when when sundown happens. So now it's much earlier. So now it's getting to be about like 6 o'clock, 6:30, and so. But when the clocks change, it'll be like 5 o'clock or 4:35. So like I normally stream with him from between 4 and 5 my time. Not going to be able to do that.
Well, is now a good time to mention that Type 40 Live is back next Thursday at 8 o'clock that's the 28th of October, 2021. Type 40 Live, Season 4, everybody. Don't forget.
Okay. What time are you going on?
8 o'clock. We go 8 o'clock, 8 UK time.
Okay, so Derek McManus. Okay, you were the one who swung it. Thursdays. I'll keep... there you go. Pick the wrong one. There you go. I'll keep doing Thursdays. I'll be at 5 and you're at 8, right?
That's right. We go at 8. It's
there you go.
Yes, the first show is our Back to TV. That's the title of the first one back because obviously we are a couple of days away, or we will be a couple of days away from Jodie Whittaker pinching off another 6 links of festering Doctor Who for us into the bowl of life.
Yeah. Thank God I'm not doing that and Discover at the same time. Sabbath ends right now at around 7 o'clock. Right? So 7 o'clock my time, which is about 5 o'clock UK time. But again, in about 3 weeks, it'll be an hour earlier. It will end around 6 o'clock, which will be about 4 o'clock UK time.
Very tricky.
More. Yeah, what can you do? It is the
a rabbi's lot.
It is a rabbi's lot. A rabbi's lot is not a pretty one. Very good, Petey Rich. How you doing, sir? Did I say hello to you today? Can't remember. How you doing, Derek? How are you? Matthew Pounder, thank you for joining us. Legend Traveling TARDIS. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. Anon was here. Was still here. Who else? Okay, Darren. Hello to you, Darren. You're here early. Fine. I'm clicking the end broadcast button.